Hi Karen, so here's our first attempt at verbal feedback. You'll have to let me know how you like it and if it works for you. I see that you are working with ninth grade grammar and punctuation. Unit title, punctuation domination, and lesson title, colon misusage. That, creative, very creative. So, prior content knowledge is a brief overview on the purpose and usage of colons, and then new content knowledge, identification of colon misusage when used for introducing lists. Interesting. Okay, cool. So I appreciate the fact that you dug through the standards into the evidence outcome. So we're looking for a lesson that demonstrates the conventions of standard English and using a colon to introduce list or quote. Your essential question for the content area is specific to writers, so that's well put. Your essential question for the global area, what are the dangers of misusing punctuation when we're in an academic or professional setting? What type of message does the writer give his audience when he has many errors in punctuation? Okay, nice, well done. So your students will understand, is well done, the proper rules of colons and the knowledge of their usage. Your students will be able to, by creating a short narrative that includes 2 examples of proper colon usage. Excellent. That's well put. It's in student language. It's measurable. At the end, the goal in this area right here is that at the end of the lesson, and students know unequivocally whether they met the objective or not. And I think that that's very well put. Nicely done. So for your formative assessment, you've just got a worksheet with a partner class discussion, and your summative assessment is the writing prompt and reflection. Excellent. I think those are also very nicely done. Well put. I appreciate the fact that you're tackling differentiation and modification right up front, even though that wasn't required. So that's nicely done on your part. I appreciate that effort. So your context or hook, right? So it's 7:30 in the morning on Monday, bell rings, students sit down, and you say, have you ever thought about how your grammar and punctuation views other people? I think you probably mean affects other people's view of you. And you anticipate the student response, no. So fantastic. And then you go on to talk about Facebook statuses and teachers and things like that. So that's pretty good. That you're talking to them about their real world and what it looks like, that you're acknowledging that it's probably not something they're very cognizant of. Nice job starting the lesson out. Reviewing what it is that you talked about yesterday, even though they can't remember. Semicolons versus colons. Nicely done. And I love the fact that you have scripted out what it is you're going to say and anticipating student responses. It really helps me to understand what kind of a teacher persona you're trying to build for yourself. So keep doing this. Great job. All right. So again, reviewing information, making a list, lots of efficacy pieces and encouragement. Very good. So asking him to get out a piece of paper, taking some notes. Examples off the top of your head. Excellent. Use of a colon with an interjection. Oh, you can't just use a colon for a list of items if you're using an interjection. Oh, look at you. Even writing into your lesson plans wait time. Nice. I like it. I like to read this kind of depth of lesson plan so I see what's going on in your head. Excellent. Okay, so far you've got the students then reviewing some parts of speech so they understand how punctuation interacts with it. Very nicely done to give it some context. Excellent. I love this. This cracks me up. A verb describes what's happening. You're on the right track. Could you elaborate a little bit more? Student shakes their head. Sounds like you've already been a practicing teacher for a while. Nicely done. Good. All right. Good. So you go on to your brief instructional piece with your activity for the day, counting them off into partners, simple worksheet, brief review of what you've just done. You are explicit about the purpose of the assignment. That's very well done too. Hand out the worksheets. Good, specific, explicit instructions that you want them to process it in a particular way. That's very nicely done. The verbal check for understanding, so I assume that you'll be, walking around and interacting with the kids as they're looking at their worksheet. Verbal check for understanding, so bringing the group back together in a whole class discussion of the skill. Really nicely done. That way, students are learning from each other and learning from each other's mistakes, and not just making you the holder of all the information. Very well done. I like it. This is a really fantastic lesson plan. It's nice to see. All right. Again, building your wait time in there, verbally reviewing all the information, and then asking them, getting them on towards their assessment piece, right? So here's the prompt, 25 minutes to complete it, do need to use 2 colons. Excellent. Wow, Karen, this is really nicely done. I love the depth, the thought that you're putting into this, the fact that I wonder if you can see all my emails popping up in this bottom corner. Sorry about that. The fact that, that you're building some efficacy pieces in there, that you're indicating that you want to think about wait time, that you're thinking about some common mistakes that kids will be using. Karen, this is really great. This is really great. I love it. Nicely done. So, and then you close up the lesson plan with, right, when you finish, it'll be your ticket out the door. Excellent, excellent. Wow. Karen, this is the first lesson plan I've read from you, and I am very impressed. Sorry about the scrolling. I'm probably making you dizzy there. And again, the differentiation piece, that you're picking out the partners so that you can pair them up, and thinking about students who may be on IEPs and need some overheads, discussion question prompts pre-written out for them. Karen, beautiful job. Very, very beautiful job. Nicely done. Thank you.